in the last episode, we stayed at this amazing little farm stay here in amongst the flower fields in southern Africa. And we were fortunate enough that the owner gave us a tour of the flower factory she has here. Now, she collects flowers from all these fields around here. She has leases, and her workers bring them back here. They cut them up and they process them for fresh flowers and for dry flowers. They export them, and they also do local sales. But what an amazing stay. And it just so happens that the last episode, well, it also ended right now, this morning. And so we are now on our way to the end of Africa. I'm so glad we got that little tour, because now as we head through these fields, we just look at them from a completely different perspective. I mean, we can literally look out here and see the different plants that they're collecting.
Well, and if you remember back when we were in Hermanus, I told you, I forget what they call it, but this is like the land of 9,000 different plants and flowers. It's like a special part of our planet. Flowers grow here that don't grow anywhere else in the world. And now, yeah, Curt's right. After seeing that, we look out and we look at them in a different way. It's really cool.
Yeah, and so like we learned a lot about, I think she called them the protasias, but you can see these pink plants spiking up, and she had so many uses for those.
Those in glass houses should never throw stones, 'cause we all fall down sometimes. And you picked yourself up, now you're proud to be. But we all fall down sometimes. Can you open your arms like you opened your heart? We were forever until it fell apart. Call me old-fashioned or maybe a fool, but I found it hard to get back on my feet. A friendly reminder that it's okay to have loved someone and changed. And it may have been sad, but lately I'm glad that I once had you. Can you open your arms like you opened your heart? We were forever till it fell apart. Call me old-fashioned or maybe a fool, but I found it hard to get back on my
I got little tiny round horns.
Nothing is old to me. Nothing is old to me. Call me old-fashioned or maybe a fool, but I found it hard to get back on my feet. Now I'm back on.
Could be canola.
Canola before it blooms.
Maybe. We made it back to the tar roads.
Woohoo!
And it looks like we're still going through the rolling hills the farmland, we've also noticed some grapes, and we came through the town of Napier. Now along these routes, these are very scenic routes, wine country, flowers, farmland, rolling hills, mountains, cows. It's also a place where people, the South Africans, tour through here frequently. So when you get to a little town like Napier, there's all sorts of little like bed and breakfast, sort of quirky, I don't know, like restaurants and coffee shops, things like that. Any event, we stopped off at a place called Pascal's and had some lunch. It was tasty. The environment was eclectic and fun.
Quirky, yeah.
And we just enjoyed just kind of sitting there. I had like an English style breakfast that was absolutely delicious. Snow had the pork nachos, which were
Average.
They were okay. But we had a nice lunch and we're back on the road, and right in front of us is some beautiful rolling
I
farms.
think we're at wheat. White trees are.
Maybe cherries or plums.
Those look like cherry trees or plums.
Apricots, peaches, millions of peaches. Peaches for me. I guess it's canola. No, they haven't yet. They haven't bloomed yet. Probably.
Look at all the babies. Look at all the babies. I don't know why. Sheep, seals, they get me.
Snow's all stirred up by the sheep.
They're so cute.
We were pulling off in Bredesdorp. I know I'm pronouncing that right. And I'll tell you guys, here a lot of the cities, towns are named in Afrikaans. And so, of course, our pronunciation's all boogered. And, well, as many of you have come to know us, that's normal.
We've been told that Afrikaans, you pronounce it like it's spelled, that there's nothing fancy. So if that's correct, it should be Bredesdorp. Probably wrong.
So we stopped off to get groceries at the Superspar. Snow spotted it out and they had ample parking. And as we pulled into the parking lot, we were spotted.
Yep. Some subscribers that live in this part of South Africa that have watched us for 6 years.
6 years.
So thank you guys for chasing us down. It was lovely to get to chat with you. And thanks for the pointers on some places to go.
Absolutely. And the fridge and the cupboards and the kitty pantry are all stuffed and we're ready, good to go. So we are headed back to the coast right now.
To a very special spot in the world.
A boat car plane, windmill plane.
Going over here, Pumpkin.
Springbucks. How you turn your lemons into lemonade. I don't know if he's just swimming along there or what, but he's kind of, that's what the other one was doing, was moving that way.
Well, the other one, no, he came back, so maybe the same.
Could be. I don't know where he went. He's he's gone. There he is. Good morning, everyone. Another beautiful, beautiful campsite here in South Africa. And this one was special for a couple reasons. Number one, we are right here on the beautiful, wait for it, get this, the Indian Ocean. And yesterday in the afternoon, we sat out here for a little bit and we watched the southern right whales frolic around there, and we had a beautiful campsite right here by the water. You can maybe see G up on the dash, and there are all sorts of campers in here, and these caravans are quite popular here in southern Africa, and we've also seen a lot of the rooftop tents. But what we haven't seen so many of, and we started to see here, is the vans. And we've seen a couple here, and yesterday we got a really cool tour of this van right here. So let's check that out. All right, what do you got? Oh, I'm sorry. What is your name again?
I'm Michelle.
Michelle.
And that's Yanni.
And this is Yanni.
Yeah.
All right.
So my bed you pull down until here, but if he drives, I lie on my bed and I can still see the road.
Oh, and your bed tips up.
This is a
Your
washing
kitchen?
basin and my stove, micro, and my fridge.
Look at there.
Fridge.
And you have a freezer. And you
it-
have a toilet.
And my potty I just pull out. It's also on a runner.
Oh, wow.
Lots of packing
Storage
space.
overhead. Look at that. Oh, you have wine glasses.
Yeah. So
Do you have special holders for your wine glasses so they don't break?
yes, we put this foam thing with holes in. So,
Oh, nice. Good idea. What a
and
beautiful van.
yes,
Is that
we
your
just-
TV?
Yeah, we watch series.
Is that like a large iPad? Deep freeze.
Yeah. So,
Look at this. Holy
but
cow.
we didn't bring anything because we're going to our daughter.
And then what's up top? Is that just like a luggage rack up there? Storage?
That's for my wood, the aircon, and that's for protection of the aircon. So on both sides, you can. I store my wood on there.
Oh,
And, the solar panels is from there to the front.
I'm definitely jealous of your tires and your suspensions. Yeah, so like, yeah,
You smile when you see yourself on YouTube.
yeah. The name of this place that we're leaving is Struisbaai Caravan Park, and it's kind of like a municipal campground. The bathrooms were basic. I think it was about 300 rand per night, which is about $15 US plus or minus. The views were stunning. The bathrooms were okay. But now we are headed south, and we're going to make a stop along the way. But spoiler alert, we are heading to, well, about as far south as we can go. So this little harbor actually is pretty cool. First of all, in the summertime, I believe, which is winter now, but in the summertime, you can come here and it's known for swimming with the stingrays. Now, we walked out there and didn't see any. I looked around and I think our timing's just off. But I looked over here and they've got all these fishing boats, and you guys know I love a fishing culture, so I had to walk through the boats and show you. But as I said earlier, we are facing the Indian Ocean, and actually this is the place where the Indian and the Atlantic Oceans meet. So how cool is that, guys? So we're actually going to go down to a point. There's a little, I don't know, some kind of memorial there or monument or something, and we're going to go check that out. And a couple other treats along this coast we're going to show you.
Cape Agulhas, located in South Africa, is the true southernmost tip of the African continent and the official meeting point of the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. It's often mistaken for the Cape of Good Hope, but Cape Agulhas is actually about 90 miles further south. Here are some fun facts about Cape Agulhas. Cape of Needles. The name Agulhas in Portuguese is needles. This name was given by early Portuguese navigators who noticed that their compass needles pointed to true north at this specific location, as there was no magnetic declination. The name may also refer to the area's jagged rocky coastline, which has been the site of numerous shipwrecks. It is a dangerous coast. The meeting of the cold Benguela current from the Atlantic and the warm Agulhas current from the Indian Oceans creates treacherous sea conditions. The clashing of these currents, combined with strong winds, can generate massive rogue waves up to 100 feet high, making the area a graveyard for ships. The convergence of these two currents also creates remarkably rich and diverse ecosystem. The Benguela current brings up cold, nutrient-rich water from the Atlantic, while the Agulhas current brings warm water from the tropics. The unique blend of the oceanic conditions supports abundant sea life, which is why it is such a great place to see the southern right whales.
The footsteps behind us keep washing away. The shape of the shoreline seems addicted to change. A blink of an eye, another decade flies by. Isn't it a wonder that we're even alive? We're even. It's a beautiful miracle that the story goes on. It's a beautiful miracle.
We made it. Southernmost tip of Africa. Pretty awesome, right guys?
Pretty.
It is.
We have made it to what they call the southernmost point of Africa. I think it's pronounced Cape Agulhas. First impressions is it's absolutely beautiful with these really cool jaggedy rocks that look like a giant just sat out here playing in the dirt, piling them up like you used to do when you were a little kid. And you got this gorgeous blue water and then these tide pools. But what's even more special about this place than it being the southernmost point of a continent is this is where two oceans meet. Over here, the Atlantic Ocean. Over here, the Indian Ocean. Now for me and Curt, this is pretty special because it's the first time we've seen the Indian Ocean. And it's one of the big ones like the Pacific and the Atlantic. So that is really cool. Another fun fact about this place is a few years ago when we were in Ushuaia, which is the southernmost point of the continent of South America in Argentina. The southernmost point of South America is 1,400 miles further south than the southernmost point of Africa. That would explain why it was much colder there, because today we have fantastic, beautiful weather. In fact, we had to leave our jackets in the van. So, welcome to the southernmost point of Africa, guys. We've walked a little bit further down the path. It's got really nice boardwalks here, guys. This is a giant map of Africa, and it looks like the topography's even right. We'll have to see. That would mean that would be Kilimanjaro right there. But this thing was made in 2019, and I think they said it's 18 meters one of these directions, so it's big. But I wanted to kind of take you guys on our path.
North to south, this is our trip. We came in from Spain, we took a ferry and we landed somewhere up here in Morocco. We headed along through Morocco, through the sandy Western Sahara Desert, and we came down to Senegal. And in Senegal, we came down through the Gambia, and I believe this right here is the Gambia River. But we kept moving south. We had to go through Senegal again, as the Gambia is kind of landlocked. And we pulled into Guinea. We pulled into Guinea. And that's where we had the first turbo experience, right out here in the rural area somewhere. We had to climb the mountains with a broken turbo to get over to the coast, back to the coast, to Guinea-Conakry. And from there, after we got the van repaired, we continued to move south through Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ivory Coast, down into Ghana, where Africa really kind of starts to turn east. And so we followed that southern coast down through Ghana and into Togo and into Benin and Nigeria. And Nigeria was so huge and fascinating. And we had to come up and kind of climb over the mountains to get to Cameroon. And that's where we had the worst roads of our whole entire life. We didn't think we were gonna get the van out of there. It was absolutely nutso. And we continued to head south down into Cameroon and through Cameroon. And then we got into the Congo, where we were looking for the forest gorillas. We didn't find them, but we did see the beautiful rainforest, the Congo, the second largest rainforest in the world. And we trekked down through the Congo over to the coast. And guys, this was a trip of chasing mechanics. In the Congo, we got some more work done, and then we headed south to the DRC. So there was a little enclave of Angola there, and we crossed through that enclave of Angola, and then across the DRC, back into Angola. And Angola was where the weather started getting a little bit cooler. We started getting into some mountains and saw the coffee culture there. We headed south into the promised land, which was Namibia. At the time, we were just shocked from the long voyage through West Africa, and Namibia was almost like paradise for us. And we came down through the beautiful deserts and the salt bays of Etosha and Onguma and Okajima, and out to the Caprivi Strip and over to the deserts, the Namib Desert to Sousaflé, and all those beautiful places out there. And then again, van problems took us all the way down to Cape Town, so we had to miss some of this beautiful west coast of southern Africa here to get to Cape Town, where we spent a lot of time down here on the Cape of Good Hope. We skirted along Falls Bay and along the coast of Hermanus, and just had a wonderful time. And if you can see along the southern side, the mountains push up down along this tip of southern Africa, which is where we are now. And we're headed up through the rest of South Africa. There's the Drakensberg. Look at that beautiful mountain range. And Lesotho is right there as well. We're headed up to Botswana, and then we're gonna go to Zim and Zam. Oh, and by the way, the waterfalls up there, the Victoria Falls are up there, and Kilimanjaro, and this is Tanzania, and oh, Kenya, where we're gonna turn around and head south to, that's Malawi. We're gonna head along the lake over here to the beaches of Mozambique, and then back down to Durban, where we're gonna ship the van, guys.
Looking out at what's to come.
We made it to the end. No one thought it was possible, but we did it. We made it all the way down to the southern tip of the continent of Africa. And it is a beautiful spot where the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean come together, and it is a beautiful turquoise water, white waves crashing, some interesting jaggedy rocks with tide pools and all kinds of crazy flowers and flora. And we're gonna wind this video down. We'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers, guys.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!